خب امشب من میخوام صدای ستار و گیتار رو با هم مقایسه بکنم. برای خودم میخواستم این آزمایش مدتی بکنم و حالا یه دلایل دیگه هم به وجود اومد که چرا این کارو بکنیم. و یه ساز ترکی هم من اینجا دارم، باغلاما بهش میگن فکر میکنم، یا ساز بهش میگن در ترکیه. اینم من با اینکه میگم I'm not proficient، من هیچ کدوم این سازا من به خوبی بلد نیستم بزنم. So I'm gonna compare the sounds of a sitar, a Turkish saws, and a guitar. I'm not proficient at any of these instruments. I'm going to play single melodies and I'm going to just use my nail on all instruments. I'm going to use the same strumming technique pretty much on all of them. So it's just a sound test. I thought it'd be interesting to share this with other people, and it's good to have it for my own reference. So this is one of my student sitars. This is the sitar that I started playing with 20 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's not the greatest sitar in the world, but it was a student sitar. I've played it so often over the years that it began to have a warm sound. Now I haven't been playing for a while, so it doesn't have a warm sound tonight, but this is just a sound test. So this is a student sitar. Now I have a better sitar. This is one of my best sitars actually. And Amir, the stamp says Amir. No. It just sounds good compared to most of what I've had. Tonight it doesn't sound its best, but it's okay. Okay, now let's go to the next instrument, which is a Turkish Saws. Again, I'm not proficient at this instrument. I've tuned it to the same tuning, and yeah, just have to put up with. I'm gonna just play simple monophonic melodic lines. cheated over there. We played 2 strings. Well, next one is a guitar. I was trying to figure out ways of making inexpensive sitars, and I've been looking at the African kalimba actually, and wondering if we could just add a neck to the African kalimba. I'll show you maybe a copy of it. I'll show you what a kalimba looks like maybe, or you can look it up on YouTube. So anyways, I've been thinking about it, but then I said, well, why don't we just, instead of attaching a guitar neck to a kalimba, why don't we just use the guitar as a sitar, meaning use both the box and the neck instead of just using the neck. Why don't we take down the 3 strings, the 3 bottom strings on the guitar, and put sitar strings on it. So the top ones are the same. The top ones are the guitar strings. This is a cheap $200, $250 Yamaha steel string guitar from Costco that I bought ages ago. And I just took the 3 strings and I've put sitar strings on it. Now here's the tuning. So actually these bottom 4 kind of could mimic what you have on the sitar. So let's see if I can play the... That's what my sitar sounds like. So if I actually dampen, if I put my finger here and not let these 2 strings reverberate, basically you have something like a sitar formation. Let's see. Now I'm going to allow the top 2 strings to actually reverberate, so you kind of hear the whole sound. that. It's just a cheap way of making something that sounds like a sitar at you know, $250. Oh, the one thing that I've noticed is that the because the normal guitar strings are actually thicker than this, this little angle that you see on the bridge, that's a compensation for the string thickness. Because these are too thin, it makes the notes down here, the frets down here, to be a little bit too low. So it feels like you have to pull the string a little bit. So when you do here, you have to pull it down. If you just put the string, if you put your finger down normally, it's a little bit too flat. Out. And now it sounds like a diatonic. The E has to be flat a little bit anyway, so now it sounds right. Because the chromatic E, this fret is usually too high anyways. See, F is low, So this is all tuned to B and F sharp. And just for comparison, let's do a nylon string guitar. This is just a normal nylon, so I haven't changed anything with this one. Well, just listen to the sound of what you hear, really, and try to think for yourself which instrument has a more interesting sound. I think the guitars are superior. And it's bizarre. A friend of mine was telling me last week that he was looking for a Hashemi sitar in Iran, and this instrument, they were asking for $12,000 for it, and he said by the time he wanted to make a move, yeah, it was already sold to somebody else, and he's desperately looking. And here I am thinking, you know, you buy, I don't know, a few $100 guitars, and the box is an amazing design, the sound quality is amazing, it's much louder, wider range of notes, you can do more octaves, beautiful sound, the sound is just beautiful. And why not use this box for your purposes? And in fact, why not even just learn the guitar, I would say. Okay, so that's that. I hope. Now, actually, you know what we could do after listening to the guitar? Let's go back to one of the sitars and just have a back-to-back comparison right here.